कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, अरे कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो, कहत कबीर सुनो भाई साधो। साहब मिले सबूरी में, अरे साहब मिले सबूरी में, मन लागो यार फकीरी में, मन लागो।
As I see the part of saying Guru is, many of them are talking similar things like you, like you are beautiful, you are the Atman, which is Satchidananda and everything, but the people are still going after them. And so, as time passes and people are going after them, they accept their role and they are doing their thing.
There is a difference. I am saying you are the Atman even if nobody says you are the Atman. I am saying you are beautiful even if everybody says you are ugly.
I just want to say, it's maybe not really fair to put to blame the gurus because of people who don't really want to work on themselves. You know, many gurus are saying, put your attention on you, don't run away from your mind, be aware, but people are still running after them. So they are just accepting their role.
Sir, the real teacher has a great responsibility to make himself unnecessary.
I agree. And that is also what the let's say real one.
But what if the teacher is known by his followership? And mind you, the real ones hardly ever had any followership. It is the primary duty of the teacher to make himself redundant. You have helped someone only if he no longer needs your help. But if the Guru has his own self-interest in mind, he will continue to ensure that you return to him day after day. And you can continue to return to him only if he pleases you. That's one clear indication of the self-interest of the Guru. The real ones were always myth-busters, iconoclasts. They never pleased their audiences. That is why they received the treatment that they did. Discarded, ostracized, stoned, killed, crucified. They had no concern for the status quo. They had no concern for what you like. They were not pleasant. They were not smiling. They didn't want to make you feel good. They were not bothered whether you returned to them or not. They did not make arrangements that 1,000 people must come to me. The teacher's role is to show that a teacher is not needed. That is the rightful role of the teacher. I repeat, the teacher's role is to show that you are unnecessarily coming to the teacher. You are self-sufficient. Are the gurus doing that? Does it happen that wait? Does it happen that they ensure that people do not return? Does it happen that they attack so vigorously that people feel bad? The real teacher, at least if you look at the prominent teachers in India, the real ones have always been shown carrying weapons. They were not pleasing personalities. They were not like this. In Zen, you have stories of masters who would always be carrying a stick and hit hard. Yes, of course. They would not please you. They would not allow you to go to sleep. They would wake you up. And if you don't wake up, you get a tight slap. But if you are somebody who counts numbers, then you won't be given a slap. He won't give you a slap. You know a particular Zen story? The master asks a particular question. A mischievous student unnecessarily keeps raising his hand. There are people who are fond of just talking, can't listen to the teacher. So the master calls that one here and cuts off his finger. Cuts off his finger. And the story says that the disciple was immediately enlightened. In Zen, that is what is there. Immediate enlightenment. The real teacher would never be too acceptable. He would not look like a pleasing fatherly figure. Because only that pleases you which allows you to continue you as you. And the teacher's responsibility is to not to let you continue as you. What is it that you find pleasurable? You find only that pleasurable which is an extension, a continuation of your ways, of your ego. So if you really like a teacher and you say, wow, nice one, I want to go to him, it only proves that he is some kind of a plum cake for you, pleases your senses. You like going to a shopping mall, you also like going to satsangs. You are the same. The liking too is coming from the same center.
How did you find the truth?
I never lost it. How did you lose it, first of all? Nobody has ever lost it. You explain to me how you lost it. How did you lose it?
Somebody remembered you?
How did you lose it? Life never allows you to lose the truth. I am again and again saying, you cannot afford to lose the truth. You try and you get a tight slap. Now how can you lose the truth? So tell me, how did you lose the truth?
Just forget it.
You forget and you were beaten black and blue.
You don't make the connection.
Huh?
Don't make the connection.
Then have some sensitivity towards yourself. Look at your wounds. Look at how life is beating you. Look at the scars on the psyche. Look at all the hurt, the suppression, the repression in the mind.
And anyway, somebody have to remember you. Anyway,
You mean remind you?
have to remember you.
Your hand is carrying a wound. The wound is full of pus. Hurts. Does somebody have to come to remind you
Yes.
that you are hurt?
Yes. To explain you why is this hurt.
Come on. Why is that hurt does not matter. First of all, the acknowledgement that there is hurt. Does somebody have to come to tell you that you are hurt? It is paining and aching and it is killing you. Do you need somebody else to come and tell you, see, you are bleeding? See, it's swollen. Does that happen?
You came to tell us what is a myth and what is not a myth.
Everybody knows that.
So the arm is hurting me, so this is a myth.
The arm is hurting you, that's a myth.
It's a myth. If you came to tell us it's a myth.
Whenever something is a myth, then it can go away without any loss to you. If the hurt in the arm is a myth, then it should disappear immediately. Do your wounds, answer honestly, do your wounds keep disappearing immediately, or do we keep carrying them as memories, identities? Oh, don't shrug it away in laughter. It's an important matter.
If I think that it's real,
Don't talk in terms of if. Do you think they are real or not?
nothing is real.
Are you saying that now, or do you say that in moments when you are angry, frustrated, depressed and violent? Don't laugh it away. It is easy to intellectualize stuff here. I am talking of real life. It is very easy to say, if you are the Satchidanand Brahm, then anger does not matter. Does anger not matter really when you are fighting and negotiating with the man on the street? Does it matter to you or not? So don't just give hypothetical and ideal answers. Answer from your life. Answer from the way you interact with your boss, your wife, your kid, the man on the street, the stranger, the robber. Look at that. Stare the facts in the face. Look at the way the world is. Violent, chaotic, anarchic. What is the point in talking of great ideals? You hear this sound. This is what the world is. This is celebration for us. Noise. Why talk ifs and buts? The fact carries no ifs and buts. The fact is just there. Not conditional, not if. You cannot be told that, if you think of yourself as pure consciousness, then you will feel peace. If you think of yourself as pure consciousness. The bugger does not even know that every thought is a disturbance. Every thought is a disturbance. Peace is when thoughts are not there, not needed. And the remedy that he is suggesting is, no, if you think of yourself as pure consciousness. And what exactly is that, pure consciousness? Some great, pristine image. Wow.
I feel everything you say is true and it pleases me. Does it mean I shouldn't come here tomorrow?
If
I feel everything you say is true and it pleases me. Does it mean I shouldn't come here tomorrow?
I have already said, man should relate to man as a friend, as a lover, not in submission. Do not come to submit to me. Meet me as a friend meets a friend. You are most welcome. We can dance. I don't want to sermonize. This is a very boring activity. I would rather play with you. When there is no real respect, then conduct looking like respect becomes important. Respect and love are not differentiable, they are one. When there is no love, then you wear a particular conduct. When there is no respect, then you must prove that you are respectful. I have said that often, I must repeat once again. Respect means looking at something very clearly. The root word is specere, S-P-E-C, spect. To know really, to really know, that is respect. And really something can be known only in love. But such is the mind of man. We have compartmentalized these two. These are the people I love, these are the people I respect. And often it happens that if the respectable one is shown behavior belonging to the love compartment, then he will feel disrespected. You cannot go to a respectable one and give him a pat on the back. Can you? You cannot go to a respectable one and push him like this. That is supposed to be done only with a loved one. With a respectable one, you can give and go a teddy hug, So nice. I feel like playing with your soft tummy. May I? No, that is not all right. That is not all right. Why is it not all right? All my saintliness would disappear. Krishna frolicked with the entire population of his place. He had an infinite number of lovers, and it's a beautiful depiction of the way he was, the person that he was. It is said that he would be dancing with hundreds of women at the same time, not preaching, not sermonizing, loving them, and loving them not in a godly spiritual way, loving them as flesh and blood, as body, as eyes, lips and breasts. Oh, is that not ungodly? What about respectability? What about respectability? That is not very respectable. To hell with respectability.
Another question on the looking part. You also said that you can look through mind, acknowledge things. But to me, mind is the most devious machine we have right now. And I think most of the people that here is just to eradicate mind and probably get in touch with conscious or whatever is out there.
The mind is
a very puzzling thing for me.
surely it is a problem, but it is also the solution. The solution lies in the problem itself. The mind is surely mischievous and devious, but in being mischievous and devious, it creates results for itself, instantaneous results. The results offer the scope for solution. The mind is both the prison and the freedom.
So although we say thoughts are a distraction from your source, there are thoughts that can actually help you get there.
Obviously, you have nothing but thoughts.
Exactly.
The problem is that too many of these teachers are talking hypothetical stuff. What do you have except thoughts? Tell me. Given what you are, what do you have except thoughts? You'll have to live with them. Oh, you are not the body, you are pure consciousness. Are you saying this sitting outside of your body? And if I am not the body and I do not exist, to whom are you talking? You know what? You do not exist. Thank you. I may leave then. After all, I don't exist. You are what you are, and your door opens from there. Your door opens exactly from there. You need not go anywhere else.
So brain has that mechanism.
Obviously. There is a self-correcting mechanism surely in place.
They should teach that in high school. I don't know what it is.
How can they teach that in high school when the syllabus is being set by the respectable ones? You need some really mischievous fellows to set the syllabus for kids. But then they won't look like saints.